Hello, my name's Linda. I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm having a go at making some stamps that I've seen recently on YouTube. I've seen a few people making them and I thought I'd like to have a go. So this is basically what I'm going to try and make. I'm going to be using Nature's Beauty. I've got some pages taken from an old book, or I've got some old music here, and if you haven't got old, it doesn't matter, you can just colour it. I've got a bit of tissue paper, I've got some designer series paper that I've cut up, so there's lots of different options of how we can make them. And I'm also going to decorate an envelope as well, so I'm using a very vanilla. I'll put that to one side for a moment as well. I'm actually going to start using the layering square dies, and they've got little scalloped edges around them, so I'm going to die cut. I'm using very vanilla and Sahara sand. I'm just going to die cut a few of these out first. So I'll just cut these all out, and as you can see, they've got the little scalloped edge. It looks a little bit like a stamp. And the idea behind this is I thought I'm making loads of lovely Christmas cards, and it'd be nice to decorate the envelope as well. And so another way of doing it is if you have any of these pink and sheer scissors, and then you can just cut them this way instead. Or you can get some little children's scissors as well that have different shapes. They would work as well. So I'm basically just cutting some squares. So the next thing I'm going to do is using some crumb cake and one of my mounts. I'm going to push my mount into my crumb cake ink. And just using a little sponge dauber, I'm going to go around the edges just to give that antique feel around all of these. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut a piece of paper that's going to fit inside. So either my little music, or I've got some old book sheets here, and I'm going to cut some strips out. And then I'm going to put them inside. So they're going to be like this. So I've just cut out lots of my pieces of music and old books that are going to fit into my stamp bases. I'm just going to put those to one side for a minute. And I've got just a piece of tissue paper, and I'm going to do a little bit of stamping on it. I'm using the Nature's Beauty. I'm using the deer to start with. So there's lots of different ways that you can make these, and I'm going to show you a couple of the ways that I've made them. So I'm just going to stamp my deer there, and I've got the trees as well, and the fox. I'm just going to flip it over, so I'm now on the other side. So I stamped on that side and I've turned it over, and I've just got some of my stamping blends, and I'm just going to put a bit of colour on them. And so I've just done very, very quick colouring, and I don't like the fox at all, but the other two I'm reasonably pleased with, and I'm just going to quickly cut these out. So then you find one of your little stamp pieces that your picture is going to fit on, and in the background, before I do my sticking, I'm going to do a bit of embossing. So I'm just going to get my embossing buddy over there, and then I'm going to be using the snow that comes with this same stamp set, and I'm using Versamark ink just to put a little bit of snow in the background there. I'm using my silver embossing powder, although it would look good in gold as well. You don't need to do the embossing, this is just a little added extra. So now you can see, put a little bit of glitter on there. I'm actually doing all of these stamps for my Christmas card, so I was going for a sort of Christmas theme. So I'm just going to put some glue onto the back of the tissue paper, and then stick that down onto my piece of paper there. And then I'm going to place that down. You have to be really gentle with it, and I've actually been a little bit heavy-handed with mine. Okay, so I've just gone over with my embossing buddy. I'm just going to leave those to dry, and then you can snip those edge pieces off. So another option is just to use a piece of DSP. So instead of using a piece from the book or from the music, use a piece of DSP. And obviously I've gone for a Christmas one. I'm just going to stick that on. And then I've just got a die cut of a star from some gold foil. I'm going to stick that on as well. So another variation of that theme is I've got the music sheet paper that I'm just going to stick to my base. And then I've fussy cut some little parcels out of this really pretty paper, and I'm going to stick these on. And so there's two ways there of using your DSP. Really pretty, put those to one side. So another way is just to stamp directly onto your music sheet. As I did such a poor job of colouring my fox in before, I've just coloured the background in and left the fox just plain. I quite like that effect. And then we can just stick that to the base that we made earlier. I'm going to pull these ones back in now. Now they're dry, I'm just going to stick these onto their bases. If you have any little pieces of tissue paper off the edge, just snip those off. When you've stuck your tissue pieces on, it's quite a nice idea just to go over with some more crumb cake, just to get rid of some of those white edges on your tissue paper. I've actually found two stamp sets that I've got. The Artisan Textures for this one, Sailing Home for our compass. And using the black ink, I'm just going to stamp onto our stamps, just so they look a little bit like they've been through the post already. And these were the best stamps that I could find in my Stampin' Up collection that are not retired. And so there you go, that makes it look a little bit more authentic. And I'm just going to pull some of my other stamps in. So these are some of the ones that we've made. And these are some that I made before. Rabbits from the same set as this one. Obviously these are only for putting on Christmas cards that you're giving to people. They're obviously not going to go through the post. This one I've put some little Christmas lights on it, and then I've actually got one that isn't Christmassy at all, and it's just a butterfly. So now I'm going to do an envelope. So I'm actually using Very Vanilla envelopes, and I'm going to make a small template. So I'm just going to draw around the envelope, and I'm just going to cut that across, and then I'm just going to cut around. I'm going inside the pencil line, and quite a bit inside, and this is going to be a liner for our envelope. And then we need to make sure that it is going to fit. And I actually want it to go underneath here, so you've still got your little bit that you can stick. And then I'm bringing in some of the sheet music. And I'm sure you've guessed, I'm just going to draw around. And then I'm going to cut that out. So you need to cut so you don't see the pencil line. So just inside your pencil line. And then this will hopefully fit in nicely. And that's going to go in like this. So before I stick that in, I'm going to do some work on this. I'm using my crumb cake again. Pushing my one of my mounts in there, and this time I'm using one of these makeup brushes. You've probably seen me do this before, and I want to go around the edge. So I'm going around all of the edge. So I've been around these three sides, and now I'm going to go around this piece. I'm going to go around here as well, but not on the gummed bit, not the bit that you stick on. I'm now going to do this piece, and then we need to do the front as well, so all round. Now I'm going to put this in, so I'm going to slide in our liner and put it right up to their gummed area, and then fold it just where it's meant to be, and then we're going to put glue on the back here. And there you go. Okay, so now we can choose our stamp that we want to put on the front. I decided to go with these two, so I'm just going to stick these on. And then you can use your images again to go over your envelope, so it just looks like it's been in the post. And there you go. Now that is ready for your handmade, homemade Christmas cards. And I've got another one here that I made earlier, just a little bunny on it, exactly the same. I've put the music inside. I hope you enjoyed watching my video. If you go to the description below, you'll be able to see what products I used. As I said, I've seen other people making these, and I thought I'd just have a go because I thought it would be lovely for my Christmas cards. If you've got beautiful writing, it would look even better. Unfortunately, I've got really ugly writing, but it's still going to be really nice. I'm really pleased with them. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do. Bye.